Why did my parents call a family meeting asking me to share my wife? My younger brother Tyler has had a crush on my wife Jenna since I first brought her home when he was 16. He called her his future wife and told everyone he was just waiting for his turn. My parents thought it was adorable. He once shoved me aside at Christmas so he could hand her a gift first. Everyone laughed except me. When I told my parents it was weird, my dad said, "He's just a kid, don't make it creepy." Then Tyler turned 18 and I thought he would finally grow out of it. I had no idea he had been planning something the entire time. Our family went on vacation together to a lake house after Tyler's birthday. My parents drove all of us, so leaving early wasn't an option. I knew something was off the moment we arrived. Tyler came downstairs wearing my cologne, with his hair styled exactly like mine. He even had on a watch identical to one Jenna gave me. When he turned around, he just smiled at me like nothing was wrong. I told my dad, and he shook his head. Imitation is flattery. Stop being paranoid. It only got worse from there. Jenna went to get towels from the hall closet one afternoon and came back looking completely shaken. She sat on the edge of the bed and wouldn't look at me. Finally, she said, Tyler was waiting there barely dressed. He asked me to come to his room, and when I said no, he grabbed my hand and whispered, "He doesn't have to know." I told my parents, and my dad laughed in my face. "You're being ridiculous." Tyler kept pushing, touching her shoulder at meals, showing up wherever she was. My parents dismissed everything I said. Then I woke up in the middle of the night and something felt off. I could see a shadow moving under our door. Someone was standing right outside our room. I opened it, and Tyler was just standing there in the dark with this weird smile on his face. "What are you doing?" He tilted his head. "Just checking on you two, making sure she's still here." I slammed the door and locked it. I told my parents, and my dad sighed like I was exhausting him. "You need to stop this obsession with your brother." Later that day, Jenna pulled me into our room and handed me her phone. It was texts from Tyler. The first few were normal, but then they got dark. He told her I was cheating on her and that I never loved her. Then I saw the one that made everything click. "You were always meant to be mine. He just got to you first, but that's about to change." This wasn't a crush. This was a plan. That evening, my dad knocked on our door with a serious look on his face. "Family meeting, living room, now." We walked into the living room, and Tyler was already sitting there with red, puffy eyes. My parents were on either side of him, like they were protecting him from me. The air felt heavy. My dad took a deep breath and said, "Tyler is an adult now with real feelings for Jenna. We think you should step back and give him a chance." I waited for him to laugh. He didn't. Jenna stood up slowly and asked if they were seriously telling me to give up my wife or my little brother. My dad said, "It's not like you have kids yet. Tyler has waited 3 years. He deserves a fair shot." I looked over at Tyler, and my body went cold. He was smiling through his tears. That's when Jenna pulled out her phone and put it in my mom's hands. "You want to see what your son has really been doing? The lies about me cheating. The messages begging her to leave me. The text where he said that was about to change." My mom scrolled for a few seconds, then put the phone down. "So he has a crush and sent some silly texts. You're overreacting like you always do." My dad nodded. "Tyler is young and in love. He didn't mean any harm." I felt like I was in a nightmare. Tyler's smile grew wider. He stood up and looked right at me. "See? They know the truth. She was supposed to be mine. You just got to her first." His voice got louder. 3 years I waited. I deserve her more than you ever did." Then he turned to Jenna and screamed, "Why couldn't you just pick me? He doesn't even love you like I do." The room was silent. I looked at my parents, waiting for them to say something. They just sat there. My dad actually reached over and rubbed Tyler's back. That's when I knew. I grabbed Jenna's hand and walked out the door without saying a word. We filed a restraining order the day we got home. Tyler violated it by showing up at Jenna's work and got arrested in the parking lot. My parents said it was all my fault, so I blocked their numbers. Jenna got pregnant last month. Guess he never got his turn.